And welcome to Minecraft Lord of the Rings. Right, let me full screen this and double check that everything still runs smoothly, because it was playing up a little bit in OBS a minute ago. Hello? Can you work, please, stream? Stream, come on. You can do it. There we go. Nope, that is not correct. Okay, let's get rid of that real quick. The joys of trying to get things to work in OBS. Okay, so that's really small. I'm aware that's really small. However, if I full screen it, hopefully that'll work perfectly fine. Hopefully. So yeah, it's 1.10 version. The actual mod version is update 36.14. There's a couple extra things in here. But yeah, you can see the complete mods here. There's nothing like that, like insane. It's all basically just quality of life stuff to add to the Lord of the Rings mod. It's a mod pack available on Technic. If anyone wants that at any point, let me know. I'll find the specifics for you. That was my old world. We'll be creating a brand new world, which we will call, we'll just call it Twitch. Be nice and easy. Survival. We're going to spawn straight into Middle Earth. Cheats are going to be off. Generate structures on. We'll give ourselves a bonus chest. Seed for the world generator. We'll just go potatoes. Nice. Okay, let's get into this. I've just realised that you can't see me, so let me fix that. There we go. And hopefully that is stream sorted as we enter Middle Earth. I don't want any more problems from you, game. So, I'll talk a little bit about the mod pack while we're loading in. I'm a bit concerned that it's taking this long, but hopefully it'll sort itself out. So basically, this has like, I'm pretty sure it's a to scale rendering of Middle Earth. We'll open up the map here. Let me turn on in-game music. Yes, so an in-game rendering of Middle Earth for you to explore, as well as the Southlands. Get a lot further into like Farharad mapping than is in Lord of the Rings itself. Right, Minecraft music, boy, thank you. Wrong menu button. So you always start in the Shire. We'll be exploring the Shire, and every 30 minutes you can fast travel, but only to somewhere in the territory you've already been to. So I can fast travel anywhere in the Shire, for example. Once I cross into Minhara, I don't know if I pronounced that right, I can then basically fast travel to any waypoint in the area that is the same colour. You'll notice some very, very subtle colour differences, like between the greens here. So once I, for example, enter this land, I could then fast travel here to the mouth of Isen. And that's generally the way it works. You fast travel every 30 minutes. Repeatedly fast traveling to the same place will reduce the amount of time it takes to fast travel there, if you understand what I mean. We're going to probably want to head to Bree pretty early on, regardless of whether we're doing a good or evil playthrough. So let's immediately... Oh wait, no! Move! I forgot, my bonus chest. There's also a hobbit holder. Oh, and the Grey Wanderer should be nearby. Where's Gandalf? Okay, I'm getting a little bit of lag. While streaming. So let's, what should we do? Let's just turn the smooth lighting off. Maybe knock our render distance down a bit. That better? That's mostly better. Well, there's our bonus chest. Okay, Grey Wanderer. So, if we go talk to Gandalf, he'll explain a bit about the mod pack to us and how the quest systems work. So let's go talk to him. So, welcome to Middle Earth. Okay, first quest, speak to the Grey Wanderer. I talk to him, and he should give me a book, which is here. So that was my quest reward, and this is basically what you use to track your quests in the game. You can make a new one if you die, they're not that hard to make. Red Book is a journal of your adventures. All kinds of folk... Wait, what? All kinds of folk all around Middle Earth will want help with tasks both large and small. They may even reward you for it. Now you must learn to read a map. For Middle Earth, it's a very wide world indeed. Any decent adventurer must know how to find their way around. I'm not good at voice acting. I'm going to put that out there. Now you just learn to read the map. Okay, so it does tell us in the top left, press L to open the map. I was already doing that. We can come out of this. Okay. What do you have to say now? Middle Earth is full of peoples both fair and foul, and, depending on how you conduct yourself, those peoples may count you as a friend or fear you as an enemy. Now your alignment meter shows your standing with the peoples of Middle Earth. You ought to familiarize yourself with it. Young, deadly investment. So yeah, you can cycle left and right to cycle factions, and then go up and down for different regions. I'll go more into that in a moment. What's next? Ah yes, the faction guide can tell you more about all those groups and their friends, foes, and areas of influence. Oh, I have to open the factions guide. Whoopsie daisy, factions. There we go. Yes. Of course, there is much to do in Middle Earth. You will learn about the world for your adventures. I almost forgot. Take these old bags along with you. I suspect you shall have greater need than I. Okay. I do remember when I used to play this, I had modified the config files some. Like in the base game, instead of, when I enter the menu, it disappears. But instead of the compass here, or the map here, there's like a yellow compass that I replaced and got rid of. I may have edited some other things. I don't think I edited anything too insane. There's definitely still conquest and still raids and stuff. We completed the Gandalf quest. You remember my name, don't you? Yes. You're looking for some chat. Okay, he's just giving idle chit chat now. We'll go have a take a look in the Hobbit hole real quick. One nice thing about this game is, I say nice, it kind of takes away a little bit from the role playing, but for example, I can be a perfectly good character, but come in here and eat all the hobbits' food and steal from their chests and stuff. Take a smoke pipe. I'll take the lead. You have anything that may interest me? I'll steal a bed as well. Sorry, Mr. Hobbit. Food. I have a pickaxe, don't I yet? We'll also steal your oven. Sorry. And we'll steal your crafting table. Why am I using a pickaxe for a crafting table? Do I still have controls set for this? No. Okay, 1 second. Whoop. I would like you to be button 5. And I would like... No, that's not what I meant. I'd like you to be button 4. So that way we can quickly put important things in these slots and then it's also less to scroll in each direction. So this is a quest giver. He wants me to collect 5 Perry. I do not want to do that right now. I've also got a mod where, if it's J, I can add waypoints. Or is it B? B is the quick way to add a waypoint, okay. But again, I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, there's a nice, it's not actually technically a hobbit hole, it's just more of a hobbit house. There are different types, there's different types of NPCs, they'll all talk to you. Yeah. Let's jump into a brief explanation of the world and the factions. So I showed you the map earlier. Every faction has their own area of influence, as well as their like home area. Hobbits, for example, is the Shire, but if we jump into factions for the Hobbits, this is their influence area. So if we become eventually aligned with the Hobbits enough to pledge ourselves to them in terms of like war, we could go to war for the Hobbits by killing Hobbits enemies in their alignment areas, which is only these small areas of around Bree and the Shire. And that's basically what that area of influence is. It's basically land that you can claim through conquest. Different factions, you've got Hobbits, Breeland, Dunedain of the north, Blue Mountains, High Elves, Gundabad, Angmar, Woodland Realm, Dol Guldur, Dale, Durin's Folk, Lothlorien, Dunland, Isengard, Fangorn, Rohan, Gondor, Mordor, ones you'd expect, Ruin and Rundale, sorry, Dorwinion and Rundale, I'm just on the Ruin like area, Nihirad, Morwraith, Talfrim, I don't really know how to pronounce that one, and Half Trolls. And then you also get some information about the factions at the bottom. What this means is whether or not they encourage war crimes. So for example, Nihirad does not encourage war crimes. Morwraith does. If we went to, for example, Mordor obviously does, Gondor doesn't. It's kind of what you'd expect. Evil people typically encourage war crimes more than good factions. Good and evil, obviously subjective, but you know what I mean. But then some evil factions like Rundale won't encourage war crimes. Typically it's the human evil factions, although, what do you call them, Dunland don't care. Dunland like war crimes, don't they? Yes. Okay. But say for example we went for a larger faction in Shire and we look at Gondor. If we look at their area of influence, it is a lot bigger. So if like you play as Gondor or one of those kind of factions, they have a lot of places they can conquer. Mordor, for example, bloody massive. Gundabad, I think that's pretty big. Where's Gundabad? Wrong thing. Yep. So it is quite large areas, and then again, others have smaller areas than some. I think Rohans have quite a large area, yeah. And then you can also conquer areas for your allies, just at a reduced rate. So say we picked Rohan and we got done with Rohan, we could go on to Gondor being our ally. That's just something that's in the game's code. Claim like Umbar and around Mordor on behalf of Gondor, which I think is very cool. How far is like Harad? I imagine you have, yeah, you have a fairly large influence. I typically used to always play as Gondor, just because they were nice central, good variety of troops, and whatnot. But well, that's why I'm pressing the wrong button. I'll just see how this thing kind of progresses. I'll try and stay neutral for quite a while. The problem is neutral doesn't mean you're neutral with all factions. So for example, Zero, the Hobbits, they aren't my friends, so I can't use their crafting tables and whatnot, but they won't attack me. Zero, for example, with Mordor or the Woodland Realm, so both a good and evil example, they will attack me on sight. So it's not really a position I want to get into, because I will be getting attacked on sight, have to defend myself, become their enemy, and then it's a bit difficult to redeem yourself, or counter that to... It's evil to go from positive to negative alignment with a faction, and unless I turned it off in my config files, again I have no memory of what I did to my config files. Balrogs may or may not have wings, we will find out. That is a config file option. I assume I did give them wings? I don't know. But yeah, so for example, me gaining positive alignment with Gondor, even if I'm not killing Mordor people to do it, because they are strict enemies of Gondor, their alignment will go down as my alignment with Gondor goes up. So yeah, that's the thing. Right, let's, before we waste any more time, just so the timer can be ticking down. So many buttons, menu navigations. Let's fast travel to Brandywine Bridge. Real quick. Oh, the game also has a local, like, spawning thing, so I think if you die, you spawn anywhere within 2,000 blocks of your death. You won't always just spawn right back at the world spawn. And again, I think if you've got a bed, but you die, and you're more than like X distance away from your bed, you'll just respawn like nearer to your death location than your bed, if that makes sense. So we're on the Brandywine Bridge. We want to be going this way. Heading up to Bree. Someone's messaged me. That's not, that isn't. Here's an actual hobbit hole. So you can see the window at the back. You built it right on the road. So this is a nice hobbit hole. Brace Girdle Hall. Anything interesting? Not really. How are you today? It's dangerous business going out your front door. These guys, nice touch, are actually married. They're wearing, that's a hobbit wedding ring. So, congratulations to the happy couple. I mean, you may have been married years and you may not be happy. Hi! But either way, I was saying hi to chat, by the way. I see you. Let's rob some of their food. They've got a lot of cooked fish. I'll steal their plates as well. In fact, we'll put their plates back because we haven't got that much carrying capacity. Oh, just for reference, this pouch Gandalf gave us is just a storage thing. So we might as well store some of this in there. Keep that. Before we progress too much further outside of the Shire, we should make an effort to... Let's grabbing some random bits of food. Here's some cake. Get a little bit of stone. Make ourselves at least a sword and a spear. That's another thing about this. Obviously, with all the different factions and NPCs, every faction has its own crafting table, as you've seen Hobbit ones already. Their own crafting system, their own weapons, armor, potentially other unique things exclusive to their faction, like bombs, for example, for some of the evil factions, or poisons, or horse armor that you can make, or even just blocks, like you can make kind of white brick for Gondor, things like that. Is there a nice little cave anywhere, or am I just going to have to dig? Obviously I could be looting every one of these houses right now, but they're only hobbits. You don't get that much. A horse would be nice. That's an interesting tree. I don't know if this tree has anything special for it, or if it's just like a party tree kind of thing. Tree, do you have anything interesting? Not that I can see. It's just a big tree. Okay. Let's head back up towards the road. Yeah, a horse would be nice, but I'm pretty sure you can't get saddles in hobbit houses, so there's not really much point. Although you might be able to get one in a barn. And also in the barn I'll be able to show you something else, which is traders. So, as well as NPCs that can give you quests, this game does also have a currency, as well as people that will trade with you. He might not trade with me because I'm not positive Hobbit alignment. We'll have to see. He will. So for example, I could buy this stuff off him for this amount of silver, respectively, or I could sell him things if I had any of this for this amount of silver, respectively. Hi Pudding, what do you want? Got a cat. You probably saw him walk in the cam. You can also exchange coins, which is just like, I'll give you 10 individual silver coins for a silver coin that's worth 10 kind of thing. And you can also hire people. So these are kind of a unique thing, farmhands. It's kind of like auto farmers. You need plus 50 alignment and it costs me 80 silver. When you get good alignment with a faction, you can hire like soldiers and knights and stuff to protect your house or wherever you are. Sorry, I'm eating all your cake. He doesn't really have anything I want, so we're going to leave him alone. There is normally a little farm attached, so yeah, what are you growing? Just wheat. Okay, and there's a little farmhand. Do you trade or you just talk? You just talk. Let's head back up to the road. I'm actually just going to dig a little bit to get a tiny bit of stone. If we ever actually reach stone. There we go. Nice bit of coal too. I won't say no. But yeah, so we're gonna head towards Bree for now. Get situated in Bree. It's quite a nice neutral town. I won't like gain alignment with them still, so unfortunately I won't be doing any quests just yet. Just because I don't know what faction I want to play as. In terms of good factions, typically it's kind of what you'd expect from Lord of the Rings. Humans are kind of the most well-rounded. Dwarves have the best armor and melee weapons. Elves have the best ranged weapons. In terms of evil factions, orcs have decent enough armor. Human armor's pretty lackluster, to be honest. Mordor's probably the best faction to go for. Mordor or Isengard, I'd say. Because you can hire all guys, trolls and stuff. Did I really? Ow. Ow. Sting nettles exist in this game. Which is just an insanely humorous feature, I think. The amount of times you'll be running across the wilderness and be like, what's hurting me? And you've ran into a stinging nettle. I don't think I've ever died to stinging nettles. But I'm not gonna like put money on that. What difficulty am I on? Normal. Okay, that's fine. Come on, Callum. It's the easiest jump in the world. Okay, I've got some stone. Bunny nettles. Let's pop this down. Might as well turn these into sticks. We don't really have much use for wood right now. Oh yeah, tools also come with, and weapons also come with modifiers at random. These can be positive or negative when you make them. So lucky wooden pickaxe is +1 looting luck. Pretty sure that translates to being the same as fortune as well. Lasting stone pickaxe, an extra 50% durability is always nice. We're going to make a spear, firstly. So spears, this one's lucky, which is nice. Typically do less damage than their swords, with less speed, but an extra 50% reach. So we'll also make a sword. And that's just a regular sword, which is fine. As long as it's not a negative, I can live with that. We'll make an axe. That's also just a regular, so that's fine. Let's get some torches. Okay, let's just... We'll spend the night in a hobbit house. These are like the smaller hobbit holes for like the poorer, less wealthy hobbits. Bolga Hall. You can only sleep at night. Is it not night time yet? Oh, pipeweed. Don't do drugs unless it's in video games. So yeah, let's put some of our food away and our coal and our dirt. Have a nice puff from our pipe, and then have some rest. It basically is nighttime game. It's even playing the nighttime music, or at least the like dusk music. Wait, no, this is just the general peaceful Minecraft music, isn't it? It's been a while since I've properly played Minecraft. There we go. Bigger on the inside. It's all about the pouches, but it's a nice little Doctor Who reference they threw in. Head through the forest. Hi horses. One problem this game does have is I don't know if it's this mod or if it's just my PC, to be fair, but it tends to not be the best at loading goddamn cow. Just rendering new terrain. It does tend to lag a bit, which we will see going forward, but it's never anything like terribly bad. It's usually a few frame drops. If you get a really fast horse and start riding it towards the end of the world, then it has some problems. But it's never known anything too bad. Here's some deer. There you will drop venison if we kill them, as well as leather. Rabbits as well. I can't remember if rabbits were in 1.7 Minecraft or if they were added after. I don't think they're vanilla rabbits. I think they're different. So spears, as I was saying. Oh, there's a sheriff. Sheriff specifically, not sheriff. Oh, you're just a bounder. Okay, never mind. I thought you were a sheriff. Yeah, so spears have extra reach, so if I, for example, stand here and try and whack a cow, I can't hit him, but if I get out the spear, I can, because it has the extra 50% reach. It's quite nice. You can also, to deal more damage, throw a spear. And that does a lot more damage than what it says it does. You can see that range damage, 140%. So yeah, it's an extra 40%, although it feels like more than that. I want conkers. How's you? I'm good, how are you? Ow. Go check out the windmill. Yeah, it definitely feels... Oh, but I'm pretty sure actually this game has headshots, that might be what it is. Wait, let me hit you in the rump. No? Okay, it's apparently just more than... Unless it means plus 140%, that would make more sense. And it would round it up to dealing 10 damage. I'm okay, that's good to hear. Grab the feathers. Excuse me. Nothing else really of interest here. We could just be grabbing a load of this for food, which I probably should be doing. Yeah, let's just grab some of this real quick. We can make bread then, when we need to. If our food situation gets a bit dire. Is there a chicken? There are chickens. Not what I wanted. Let's kill these for the feathers, because arrows are something you will want a lot of in this game. When you start going to war. Certain factions can sell you arrows. Elven smiths typically have them. The Kindly West. Okay, so as this will tell us... Oh, wrong one. We've entered Area Door. So if we look at the map, we've crossed a border right here. We actually haven't on the map yet, but we have basically crossed into this land, and now you can see all the downs, the crossroads. Apparently all this is the same territory, which is throwing me off a bit. Yeah, to say color coding wasn't the best way to describe it. The old forest. But yeah, we'll just keep heading this way towards Bree. For now, we might be finding some different structures. Now that we're in a new territory, we'll have to see. Typically the areas around the Shire are quite a nice peaceful place to begin with. I'm still torn on whether or not we should be good or evil. Like, both are interesting. In theory, being evil has more to offer, but at the same time doesn't have as much to offer. I mean, look at being evil. We can hire trolls to be bodyguards. We can ride wargs, owl thistles. We can make poisons and poison our weapons. Evil. The downside of being evil is non-human evil factions kinda tend to kill each other, even within faction. So you can be playing as, like, for example, orcs, and be trying to do a quest for an orc, only for him to get into a random fight with another orc and get killed. Speaking of, I'm guessing that's an orc that spawned in the caves down below. These normally have a chest in them. Yep. Sharp, swift, bronze sword. Well, that's better than my stone one. Take the bronze ingots. We've got some money as well. We will collect books eventually. I'm not just going to start reading every single book in the world. Haven't played this for a while. No, I haven't played it for a while either. I think I had a world that I deleted at the start of the stream that I'd played on for like a couple hours, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and then before that I hadn't played it for ages. No, we'll get to Bree, and then we'll start looking at our options for factions. And once we're in Bree, we can go down the path of whether we want to be evil or good. Because Bree's very much a town that does both. There are good people in Bree, and there are bad people in Bree. And there's not many locations in the world that has both. Let's just eat some fish. You can overeat in this game to fill up your saturation instead of your hunger. It's technically not the most efficient way of doing it, but it's better to stay topped up. You don't want to risk getting ambushed by a load of orcs without having natural health regeneration, and especially not without having sprint. There's a ruin over here. I've just spotted it on my minimap. Oh, the ruined house. Anything in the furnace? Nope. I'm pretty sure there can be things in the furnace. A saddle, nice, we can get a mount. We'll take the arrows as well, and a string. You okay? I don't know if you guys saw that, my cat just had a moment. Some mounts in this game, obviously you can ride horses, you can ride boar, kind of like a dwarf. You can ride elk, but they tend to only spawn in certain areas. What are you? You can't ride deer. You can ride wargs if you're evil. Obviously if you're not evil, they will just try eating you. Some horses over here. Okay, we haven't really got much of a choice. How fast do you see him? Moderately. How fast are you? Yes. You're definitely the faster one. And you've got more health, so it's a win-win. There we go. Cool, we've got a horse. What? What's up? Are you okay? You're making weird noises. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, we could have gotten a ball, but it just looks weird if you're full-size human riding a ball. Yeah, this is what I currently look like. I might change that. You can access all the skins, including like animals, which we're not going to talk about, and mobs. You can access all the skins in the mod. So say for example I did decide to play as an orc, I could quite happily go to Mordor orc and choose to be an orc, or a spider for some reason. Let's go back to bat, just because then we have to click back to player. Okay. Again, it's just a little quality of life thing. If I choose to play as an elf, I can actually be an elf. What? What time is it? No, not even close. I don't even know where you're meowing from. Cats are fun. Oh, these things are interesting. They have a lot of health. Spears are also really good from on horseback, being able to outreach things. These things have a lot of health, and they can damage you if they charge you. But they typically drop quite a lot of beef and leather, as well as their horns, which can be quite valuable to the right trader. Oh, there's a ranger camp over there. Let's go check that out. Let's store some of this crap that we don't need right now. We don't need a piece of chiseled stone. Maybe we can find a bow here. Hello, Mr. Dundine. Oh, you're not actually Dundine, you're still... So, for example, he won't trade with me because I'm not allied to him. This is a conquest table. Basically what lets us declare war. I'm not going to bother stealing this one because they're all over the place. Really? You have a chest with nothing but 2 plums in it? And a hood. I'll take the hood just for some light armor. Excuse me. Let's get my horse back because he's started to wander off. Okay, nothing that interesting there. You can hear the orcs underground below me. Is this, no, there's some random stone stuff, nothing interesting there. Chickens need to die. Another thing is there is no redstone or diamonds in this world. There are diamonds, but they're Lord of the Rings diamonds, not like Minecraft diamonds. You can't make armor and stuff out of them. So if you want the good armors, you have to like ally yourself to a faction and make their own armor. I can never remember if there's chests in these little ruins or not, so I'll go check it out. Chest? Yes. Warg bone and some string. So we can make a bow at any point now if we want to. Orc bones are good because they give you a lot more bone meal than a regular bone. Obviously they're bigger. Same with troll bones. Let's keep on riding. Again, the game lags a little bit when you're riding on horse and avoiding new terrain, but it's nothing unbearable. It's worse in forests, like if you try doing this in Mirkwood. How far have we got to go still? about halfway into Bree land. We'd do well not to get caught out in the wilds at night time, because that's when orcs and stuff do more than just spawn in caves. And I'm debating whether we try resting at night or if we just ride through the night. Oh, but we don't want to fight for... okay, here's a Gundabad camp. Are you These guys won't actually be hostile to you, because they're a trader. Unless you attack them first, obviously. However, regular Gundabad orcs will be. Just put that in the pouch. Okay, so that's a scroll. So there's no enchanting in this. Not in the same way as in normal Minecraft. So rather than enchanting, you get the bonus modifiers on weapons and stuff as you make them. But you can also smith things at an anvil to either randomize their modifiers or to add scrolls that you find around in the world to give specific modifiers. Let's get a bed, because I don't think we're going to find anywhere You know, it's really annoying. It's got dynamic light in this, so when the sun's behind the cloud, things look darker. And then when it's out in the open, it'll look lighter. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. I'm not sure. But the light level seems to fluctuate throughout the day, so it'll start getting a bit darker, and then I'll think it's going to nighttime, and it's just not. And it really throws me off. Like, it's a nice feature. It's immersive, but it messes me up. What's up, Pudding? It's not even 4:30 yet. You're not having dinner. I'd see if you wanted to come say hi, but the second I pick you up, you'll freak out and run off, won't you? Hey? Riding a horse while stroking a cat. Oh, my finger went in your ear, sorry. You even had a late breakfast today. You can't be hungry at this time. He is just a chonk obsessed with food. Well, he was a chonk before he went on a diet, but he's still obsessed with food. He would eat like every hour if we gave food to him that often. Wouldn't you? You've probably been able to see him dipping in and out in the doorway. I'd guess so anyway. Come on, I have to be nearly at Breeland now. Tweet, tweet, bud. Yes, you're headbutting my desk, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna feed you any sooner. 5 o'clock, okay. Oh, okay. These towers are usually pretty interesting. They have a chest on the top of them that usually has something good in it. Is there a way in the bottom so I can leave my horse here? No, we'll just leave the horse here, it'll be fine. How tall do you think that is? Hopefully no more than 14 or so blocks. But I've got a feeling I'm not that lucky. Yeah, no, I'm not that lucky. Okay, there's a staircase. I'll just mine some blocks out. What? No! There we go. Arnorian Spear. Swift as well, so it's a lot better than our stone one. Silver nuggets, gold nuggets we'll take. Let's jump back down to our cobblestone. Take a bit of damage, but it's fine. Hi, Pudding. Yeah, he's just left. I don't know if you saw him. I think he got fed up of me ignoring him. Oh, there's more towers all over the place. Where's my horse gone? Over there. We'll check out this ranger camp and this little ruined building. We don't want to get too sidetracked right now though. Like, I'm trying to show you lasting iron sword. That's better than bronze, isn't it? Actually no, because this one's... We'll keep it, because this one might not have much durability. But it also got a crossbow. I don't want a crossbow. They do a lot of damage, but they aren't the best really. Alcohol's a thing in this game. It can get you drunk. It will also recover your hunger. It slows your speech as well. So if you like try talking in chat whilst you've been drinking, it becomes very apparent. You can also build up a tolerance to alcohol the more you drink. I'll give you an example, right? Episode 1 we've done drugs and are now drinking alcohol. So yeah, I had nausea for a minute and a half. Drinking milk will get rid of this. And then if I try talking in chat, like, hey, oh, hey, Mr. Ranger. Okay, that's not actually messed up too much. Just got rid of the Y. If we try it again, there we go. It works best with longer messages. Horse, come back here. We're sleeping here tonight. Oh jeez. There we go. Come on, try and counteract the nausea. Oh boy. Stay. I'm going to bed. I'm still drunk when we wake up, unfortunately. You do need milk to get rid of it, obviously, like any potion effect, even in normal Minecraft. But it's okay, I'm sober enough to ride. That's a lot of animals. There we go. We're all good again. Obviously I could be doing thing to spam for speed, but honestly, I'd rather just run normally. Hey Puddin', can you guys see Puddin'? I don't know if you can see Puddin'. I don't think you can actually. Hey? Can you guys see him? Oh yeah, you can just see him. And we are finally in Bree land of hobbits and men. Has this reset yet? Yes, it has been half an hour, so let's go fast travel to Bree to cover the last little bit of distance. You okay, buddy? Good. The world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places. Hey, buddy. No? Okay, bye, buddy. Horse glitched a little bit. So this is Bree. It's the only currently fully modelled... Oh, lag. Game. There we go. Collect 22 beechwood. Not right now, thank you. It's the only fully modelled town in the game, like location specific. There are like full-on town structures for like Rohan and Gondor that can spawn in, as well as fortresses for many factions. But this is only like the only pre-built one that will spawn at a specific location. So Bree will always look the same. So it'll have these little houses here. Unable to locate sign. Okay. I don't know what that means. We'll have the barn over this way, the stables, and then on the far side, is it another barn? I can never remember. It's just another barn and more stables. Okay. But then you go up this way and there'll be a pub and a sheriff's office at the top. Marketplace just before that. Like so. There's the pub, there's the sheriff's office. And then along here you'll have some houses. Towards the end will be the house. Oh yeah, there's a blacksmith on each side as well, I think. Towards the end you'll have some rundown looking houses, which is where some ruffians live, which are like the more evil side of town. Like thieves and basically like this ruffians from the Scourging the Shire, just obviously long before that. This, in terms of historic era, is a bit all over the place. Technically, the in-game date is what would be the date of Bilbo's 111st birthday, his 111th birthday. But you have dwarves living, not, why would dwarves in Erebor be a problem? You have Uruk-hai in Isengard already around. I can't remember who owns Osgiliath. I think Osgiliath still belongs to the Rangers at this point. Up here, by the way, are all the Hobbit houses, which is what I was riding up here to show you. Yeah, it's a bit weird point in history. The island of Numenor exists. It's not been sunk, but there's no civilization on it. It's just a very good place to find King's Foil, which is very useful in this game. What are you? You're a farmer. We've got a stonemason. I will take this armor, thank you very much. At this point we should probably rob the blacksmiths, and you know, like these people. Sorry, but it's technically not a crime for some reason. Thanks for the gammon. These chests have stuff in them as well. These are all empty. They're all empty. Okay. Ow. Accidentally got on my horse. You are a blacksmith. Do you have anything in there? Nope. Let's steal the sword, please. Thank you. See, they're all just very generous to you. This is a keg. You can use it to brew alcohol. We will get to that eventually. You can use it to brew other things as well as alcohol. But alcohol's like main thing. Let me go check out the blacksmiths, like the actual blacksmiths, see if they have anything of interest. Unsmelteries are cool, so are forges. We'll get to all that in time. Right, we don't need that. We'll bring the battle axe with us. We don't need that. We don't need that. We're yet to see a negative modifier on anything, which is quite lucky. This is another basic iron sword. Dagger, we don't want a dagger. Daggers are okay, they just have reduced reach for faster swing speed, but reach is kind of important, just like in real life. We will steal your anvil, however. Unsmelteries are cool. Basically I could, for example, take this iron helmet, pop it in here. In fact, we'll just put some sticks in here for now because I can't be bothered getting anything else. And as you would guess, it will unsmelt it down to its resources. I don't think it's a perfect one-to-one return. I think this helmet will give us like 2 or 3. Oh, that's actually a tough helmet, never mind. So that's an extra piece of protection. So I don't want to unsmelt that. We'll leave this here. We'll go visit the other blacksmith because unsmelteries are a lot slower than actual furnaces. You can set up a hop system to them, which works quite well. You have a pike. Pikes are even longer than spears, but you can't throw them. However, they also tend to do more damage. We don't really need a spear anymore. You can those goblets that you find around. You can find different materials. They can be unsmelted. Not into much, just into like I think a single ingot each. But really, we don't want to be stocking up on too much stuff until we've got bases and things going. So yeah, see, that gave us 4 iron. Very nice. Really, I should be grabbing the unsmeltery or the unsmelter itself. Oh, why breaking things take so long when you're on a horse? There we go. And let's actually steal this helmet. Banners are important in this game as well, so that's a Bree banner. Again, we'll get more onto that when the time comes. But they're very important for like claiming territory for your faction, in the sense of preventing invasions, which I know sounds counterproductive. You'd think claiming a territory would mean you get invaded more, but that's just details. Right, enough riding around town like a lunatic. Let's tie up a horse here. Let's head into the inn. I'm going to borrow a room for a couple of days. We'll have this one. Okay, I'd prefer a more spacious room if you've got any. All your rooms have ladders to bunks. No, this one will do. Okay, you can go away. Make sure I have a chest. Yes. Hey, pudding. Okay, let's just put a load of stuff in here while we collect ourselves. I want to open my pouch and grab a couple pieces of coal. Yes, it's defying physics, but we're just going to pop that in there for now. Okay, let's go visit the sheriff. Are you still working? What time are we on? Yes, I hear you meowing. That's 3 iron. Right, I'm gonna go feed my cats real quick. Well, Mr. Arnie seems insistent on coming into the room. Please leave. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go feed my cats real quick. When we get back, we'll have a look into the factions and try and decide where we want to pursue. I'm gonna leave the stream running. I'll just be a couple minutes. Come on then. Alright, cats have been fed. Headset back on. Hello, Miss Violet. Thistlewool. What do you have to say? I love listening to tales and songs from the outsiders. I can't imagine they're that pleasant, but you do you. Let's check Discord, someone messaged me. Okay, nothing important, just Ben being weird in a group chat. Any of these swords any good? Hefty, sharp, iron sword, that's what we want. Sorry, hardy sharp. Same difference. Hi, Miss Lavender. Do you mind? Like, please leave. Please? Scram. Right, let's go outside. So we don't have hobbits and people badgering us every 2 seconds. Do you have any money in your chest? No. What do you have? I could buy some mead, some apple juice, some leek soup, pipeweed. Fair enough. Doesn't really interest me, I have to say. Goodbye, sir. I know I said we'd what was it? I know I said we'd pick our faction now, but I just wanted to have a quick look around the sheriff's office. Sharp scroll, large pouch. Pouches are the best things you can really get looting somewhere, because obviously each one's just like an extra inventory worth of stuff that you can carry. Cool, I've left the best room. Well, after this, the best room for last. Take the silver out your attic. I'll take the golden goblets. Now we've got another pouch, we can carry a bit more valuable stuff. So, you're the actual sheriff. This one is a sheriff, not a sheriff. This is not a cupboard. Wait, this is a cupboard. How do you get to the dungeon? I swear there's a prison cell somewhere, like, underneath the building. I thought that... Maybe I'm just an idiot. Anyway, let's turn all the silver into nuggets, and then we can turn the nuggets into coins, and we are rich. Is there like a basement entrance around the back? I swear there's a prison beneath the sheriff's office. No? Am I imagining things? I'm about to tear up the floor because this is confusing me. Where would it be? Where would there be access to a prison? Do you have to go up to go down? Is it one of those deals? I'm so confused. I swear there used to be... Am I thinking of a different kind of building? As a hidden prison in the basement? I think I'm just going insane. I know I shouldn't be breaking dirt with a pickaxe. I thought there were cells in the basement. Okay, I'm just losing it. Whoopsies. Let's have a quick look in one of the normal people's houses. Nice hardy smith scroll. Some bronze, the flint and steel. Nothing weird around the back. And then let's go check out a ruffian house. Just for good measure. Make sure we've seen all aspects. Stay on the roads, friend. Wilderness is sprawling with those rangers. Okay, this looks like similar stuff. Take the flint. I can make some arrows. Lots of cobwebs. Take the silver. Okay. Investigating Bree. Again, I know I said we'd pick a faction. I just want to have a good look around Bree first. Have time to explore. Do you sell things? Pipeweed seeds. I guess I could grow my own pipeweed. Oh, are they arrows? Yes. 8 of them as well. What's upstairs? Oh, a pouch. I want that pouch. I guess I'll take a shovel as well. Four silver nuggets. You mean 4 silver coins? Is it turning night? No, see, it's just because the sun's behind clouds. Stables are interesting enough, I guess. Excuse me. You can't steal NPC horses. Like, I can steal those from the stables, but say for example we are fighting a Rohan knight one day, or rider of Rohan, and kill it. We can't just take his horse. Game doesn't let us. Iron helmet, golden ring. Do rings have any uses other than getting to Middle Earth from the overworld? I don't think they do, but yeah, we'll just leave it there anyway. They're easy enough to make. Ow. Ow. Okay, well that seems to be everything of any kind of interest. What quest do you want? Slay one bandit. Tell you what, that's a pretty easy quest. If ever we wanted some nice reputation. 18 Gunderbarrow Wargs. Typically easy quests, obviously, are easier, but they give less alignment as a reward, and less money as a reward. There are 3 things you typically get as rewards to quests, and they are: you always get some kind of alignment change, I'm pretty sure always get some kind of monetary reward, so like some amount of silver, and you sometimes get pouches. Let's go enjoy a drink and mull our life choices over, shall we? Give me a mead. Okay. So what do we want to do with our lives? We have different factions we could play as. Hobbits, instantly a no. I should probably make a list of this. There's a pen and pad. Let's flick to the back. Okay, so Hobbits, I just don't want to play as. It's pretty much that simple. Breeland, I'm gonna rate like my interest out of 10 for each faction. That's what we'll do. That's Breeland. There we go, Breeland. Honestly, there may be about a 3. Not that keen. Dunedain. I'd probably give them a 6. Fair bit more interesting than Breeland. Blue Mountains. Let's not put blue because it's easier. Honestly, probably about a 5. Dwarves, yes, interesting. Blue Mountain Dwarves, meh. Same with the High Elves. Noldor. Probably again about a 5. I just don't like how out of the way they are, and in terms of like areas of influence. Oh, actually, but they're the same as Rivendell elves, aren't they? Okay, you can have up to a 6 at the very minimum. I'll give you a 6. But like, that's such nicer influence like the Rangers. What next? Gundabad, leaderless orc hordes. They're probably a 5. They have a large area, but they're not that cool or interesting. And Angmar, probably about 6. I'm pretty sure they get trolls and stuff. Woodland Realm, probably also again another 6. Not really jumping out at me. Dol Guldur. See, Dol Guldur are kind of boring, but at the same time they're kind of interesting. Because like, I could get like spiders and stuff as my followers, which I've never really used before. And you can get different kinds of spiders some will be fast, some will do poison. You know, Dol Guldur's going to be our first 7. I've never played as them. I'm pretty sure you can also get trolls as well, but I might be wrong about that. Dale. Dale have some pretty good archers, so I'll mark them as a 6. But that's about it. Doran's folk. Okay. Now we're getting to more interesting dwarves. They can be a 7. I'll probably do 2 go-throughs of this list, so I'm just like eliminating the fodder. Lothlorien. Interesting. How bad would I want to play Lothlorien? What's your area of influence? Fairly decent. Nothing that substantial though, to be honest. Obviously, I can always change alignment as well. Like later on in game, as long as it's like one positive faction to another. I'll do them as another 7. This might come down to like a randomizer. Dunland is 5. They aren't bad, but they aren't super interesting either. Isengard, I've played as them before. Probably another 5. You're alright. My cat's just going crazy. Fangorn, like 2. Not interesting at all. Only thing you can really get are Ents. The one good thing about Fangorn is the wood everywhere, and you ruin your own alignment just dropping it down because the Ents get pissed at you. Rohan's fun. The cavalry and stuff. They don't have as good armor and defense typically as like Gondor. So Gondorian knights typically always better than Rohan. They have simpler architecture. They don't have as interesting, what do you call it, enemies. I mean, Isengard's fairly interesting and Dunland, so you do have more variety. Although Gondor has Mordor and Harad. Rohan is a 6. Gondor could be a 7. Gondor are a 7. Would be higher, but I've played with them a fair bit already, which is why I'm putting it down to a 7. Mordor, honestly, I'm going to put you down to a 6, just because I've played with you a lot, and it's such a pain in the ass, like having to try and do quests just for you to kill each other all the time. Dwinion. How big's your influence? fairly big. It extends to Mordor and Rune. And even up towards Dale. You don't permit war crimes, but you're an alliance between elves and men, aren't you? I don't actually know that much. You know what, I'm putting Dorwinion as a 7. Got another 7. Rudel. Fairly interesting. Especially how spread out their influences. You can fight elves, men, and dwarves for your conquest. I'll do you another 7. We've got a lot of 7s here that I'm gonna have to pick between. Neharad can just be a 6. They're interesting, but not interesting enough. Morif. These 3 I'm just not even gonna count. They'd all be like 2s. Like they're interesting, but I don't want to be that far from Middle Earth, basically. Okay, so what do we have to work with? I'm actually going to, yep, sorry, I know thing has shrunk down to the corner of the screen. Let's get a wheel. Let's get a random wheel. Okay, how do I swap OBS over to that? Add. Game capture 2. No, okay, it's not classed as game capture. Add. Browser. Ah, okay, that's how I do that. Is that even gonna work? I think so. I think that's worked. Okay. Will this edit as I edit this? No, because it's just a... God damn it, how do I do this? Just go display capture, I guess that's... Oh, jeez. Okay, we just have to do display capture real quick. Alt tab into Chrome. Okay, right. So, glad that horrific looking thing on stream is over with. So what do we have to work with? We have Dole, Ollie. Nice of you to pop up. Dorgledor. We have Doran's folk. We have Lothlorien. We have Gondor. Dorwinion. And is it Rudel or Rundel? I honestly can't remember. I'm gonna put Rund. I'm just gonna put Easterlings. Easterlings. Okay. Right. So unfortunately, odds are more likely that we're going to be a good faction. But we've got orcs, we've got evil humans, we've got elves. dwarves, humans. It's a good selection, just by pure coincidence. So let's give it a spin. Guys, can we sort out... Why am I now getting Discord pop-ups like that? I never get them. And I'm playing Gondor. Okay. Let's remove display capture real quick. Okay. Well, that's been decided. We will be playing Gondor. Which is... It's okay. They're probably my favourite faction to play based off what I have played. But... I played them a lot. I'm gonna sleep in the sheriff's house. How long's this stream been going? Hour 20 minutes? Not bad. I might end this episode here, now that we've decided what faction we're going to be playing as. Mainly just in case I have any revelations between now and filming the next episode. But yeah, we'll be going for Gondor unless either in comments or chat before we get to pledging to Gondor. Unless something big happens, I'm not gonna like override the wheel decision myself. We'll just see how the world plays out. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. This has been part 1 of Lord of the Rings Minecraft Survival. Yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.